Hey everyone, Jessica here with another layout for Spiegel Mom Scraps Design Team. My code is there on the screen. Today I'm using this festive mix here, and I'm just going to show you the other ones. We have Love Captured Snow Vibes, which has these beautiful little snowflakes in it. This one's Huddle Up, it's like a nice fall mix, and then this one's Coastal Divide. So those were all part of the December pre-order, I believe. Maybe not the Coastal Divide, I can't remember, but most of those were part of the December pre-order. And I'm starting my layout out with a sheet of textured white cardstock, which is underneath my mat here, and I have already cut out on my Cricut my cut file that I'm going to be using today, which is from Peartree Cutfiles. And I have this beautiful picture of our tree from last year. I actually have not printed any pictures for December yet this year, so I'm going to use one from last year. And I am actually going to thread a whole bunch of sequins through thread and actually wrap them around all of my little Christmas bulbs here to make them look super sparkly and cute. So I'm just going to show you my process for one of them because it takes me a long time to do all of them. So what I'm starting with is some embroidery floss here, and I'm actually taking it from 6 strands down to 4 just for ease of getting it through my needle and through the sequins. So once I get that, I go ahead and thread that through my needle. I do use a needle threader for that just to help me get it through the needle. And then I'm just going to dump a bunch of sequins out on my glass mat here. It's super crooked on my desk. I'm just now noticing that, but so sorry, but I'm just going to go ahead and start threading these through. So I'm just poking my needle through the little sequins. I'm actually threading about 3 at a time, or sometimes 2, just depends. But I started by taping it to the back of the little bulb, and I'm just using the inside piece from my cut file. So I taped it down to the back, and then I'm just wrapping it around in random directions, and I'm threading the sequins as I go and physically pushing them where I want them to be. So it's just gonna keep wrapping all around my little bulb here, and I'm just gonna go different ways, different directions, and make sure that my sequins are all staggered on top of the bulb. So it's just going to create a nice, super sparkly design, and it's just something that I was literally like dreaming about. I tend to think about my scrapbook layouts when I'm trying to sleep at night, and sometimes I do dream about them. So this was actually something that I was thinking about like 2 in the morning. So I tend to not be the greatest sleeper. So I get all my creative flow going in the middle of the night. So it's actually like when I do my best scrapping, to be honest. Like when I used to go to crops, I did my best creative thinking between probably like midnight and 4 a.m. and I'm not even joking. So, but now, I mean, with my kids, I haven't gone to a crop for a while, so it's been a while since I've gotten any like midnight scrapping in lately. So there's all of my beautiful Christmas bulbs. They're all finished up. I just showed you the dimension of that one. I have my photo here that I'm going to mat with some smooth white cardstock, and I'm going to put some tissue paper in behind it as well just to add a couple more layers. So I'm just going to lay this out and cut around my photo with my scissors here. And then I will adhere those layers down with my Tim Holtz tiny attacher stapler. And then I want to pull in a pattern paper too. So I have this little scrap from the Bella Boulevard collection. I can't remember what it's called right now, but I think it's like maybe it's Merry Moment, or I don't know. I could be totally wrong and thinking of something else, but it's Bella Boulevard. I do know that, but I'll grab the collection whenever I run back downstairs, and I will put that in the description for you. So I've just stapled that to my pattern paper behind there, and I've got this beautiful green shade, and I'm just going to just use a little section of this. I'm actually just using a border punch on this one just to use a little section just to put a little layer on the right side of my photo. So I was going to lay it on top, and then I decided it looked much cuter behind it, just kind of peeking through there. So I'm going to go ahead and just pop that behind my photo and add my staples to staple all those layers together. I didn't do 2 of those bulbs because you're never going to see them in behind my photo, so I skipped a couple. But that's where I'm going to place my photo, about that area right there. I've got all these beautiful light bulbs peeking out. I'm going to go ahead and make some pencil lines around them so that I know where to add like a yellow glow. I had this idea that I wanted them to look like they were turned on and glowing. So I don't know if you can hear that toy. My daughter is sitting at my feet right now, and she's dancing and playing with little cutest little tape cassette toy that I bought one year. Oh my God, it's so cute. Anyways, so I'm taking some of this Distress Oxide and just using a blending brush to just blend a little bit where all of those little light bulbs are going to sit. So as you can see, they're going to have that nice, beautiful glow to them, which I just love. So I've just grabbed some mustard seed Distress Oxide for this. So I'm just going to continue blending all of these on, kind of fading them out towards the outside of the circles as I went. And I'm just laying my cut file back on there again just to see for sure where everything is going to go before I start gluing everything down. And then I realized that, hey, I forgot to back the tops of my light bulbs. So I'm going to go ahead and cut some little pieces out of the various pattern paper scraps that I have here from this collection. And I'm just going to back the little square portion of the top of the light bulb. So I've got some reds, I've got some greens, I even threw in some blue, but I'll speed this up here in a sec. I actually cut this out of the pocket cards that come with this collection and use little strips of those. So I really liked that red and white stripe. I thought that was beautiful. And then I just cut some of this blue out too to use. Once I get all of those backed and the way that I want them, I'm going to use my Nuvo glue to actually adhere the whole rest of the cut file down to the layout. I know that it's going to dry clear, so I don't have to worry about that poking out anywhere or seeping through or anything. And it does hold up for a long time in my book, so I'm really happy with that glue. So there, I'm just sticking down all of my little light bulb pieces, making sure they are in the yellow parts like I want them to be. And then I'll go ahead and use that same glue to actually go through and stick down the actual sequin covered light bulbs themselves. Aren't they just so pretty? I just love them. I mean, it took me a long time to do them, but it was worth it. I really enjoyed doing them. I really enjoyed making them and threading all those sequins through and just watching them come together. And it's actually like really rewarding. So even though it took a while, I love the end result. So I'm just going to stick the rest of these on with my Nuvo glue here. I am applying a bit of pressure just to make sure that they are stuck down on the edges as well as the middle. And you see me trimming as I go. I had a couple pieces of little tape that was sticking out from when I taped my ends down, so I'm just trimming those off. I'm going to grab some black archival ink and this new stamp set that I just got from Studio Calico. And I am just going to do some stamping around my light bulbs to look like they're actually lit up. So I'm just enhancing them a bit. This does have two different sides of the stamp, so I'm just stamping all of the right sides and then going back in with the other side of the light bulb here and stamping all of the left sides. I was just going to flip it over, but it's actually different on the tops and bottoms of the stamp, so I couldn't flip it. But trust me, I thought about it. So I am going to put this away for now, and I'm going to grab my photo here. And I'm going to grab some embellishments as well and see what I can pull in from the same collection. I've got some die cuts here. I've got my Bella Boulevard Florence letters that I'm going to put on here for my title. I'm just going to make my title say Light It Up. And I was singing that song pretty much the entire time I was making this layout. And I am just alternating my colors here. I really liked the different colors of my sequins, my little light bulbs, and how I did the different thread colors. So I decided to pull in different colors for the title as well. So I'm using green and that bluish tone, and then the red one. So there, my title's on there. That's where it's going to stay. I've got my photo down with all the layers. And now I'm pulling out some epoxy stickers from Bella Boulevard. I've got some die cuts here that I'm pulling in and some bits of ephemera from a couple different packs. I really liked all these little presents, so I'm going to put a whole bunch of those at the bottom of my layouts, probably pop a couple up with some foam squares, and just kind of see what else I can use on this layout. I think I want to grab some stars, so I have some epoxy stars I'm probably going to pull in on this as well, and I like that little that little arrow, I'm gonna leave that there on the left side of my photo, and my decorate piece at the top because we were decorating and just finished it. So this one, whenever we lit up the tree, and it just looked beautiful. So I like the little tree bits in this ephemera pack. So I've kind of pulled all those out and just saved them, and I'm just going to stagger a few of them on my layout. So I'm just gonna continue embellishing this, and then I will pop back in at the end with the finished layout to show you. So here is the finished layout. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this process today. I hope I've inspired you to create something beautiful. And if you want to grab any of the sequin mixes in the Spiegel Mom Scraps website, I will link that below, and you can save 15% off in the shop with my code Jessica15. So I'll link my other affiliate links in case you need anything else. And thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.